Hello everybody, this is Sprinkle Toes, and you are watching The Crunch. Back for my second episode. Okay, so, I know I may have told you that next week I would review the Avengers movie. Well, things came up and I decided to go watch it tonight because, well, it was $3 night at Twin Cinemas. And not to mention, they let us put our flyers up. So, we got them on there. So, well, I watched the Avengers movie. It was a great movie. And well, the action was great. Now, Mark Ruffalo, where I was hesitant on whether I would like his performances, Bruce Banner, he did great. He rose to the occasion. He surpassed all my expectations. So that was great. Now, my review of the movie of the Avengers, I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. Okay? So that, and anybody who's a big Marvels fan, big Avengers fan, should go watch this movie. Not to mention they showed the trailer for the Spider-Man movie, the new Spider-Man movie. Can't wait for that to come out either. So when that comes out, I'll go watch it, and well, I'll review it, just for y'all. Well, also, now, as I was saying, I told you Sunday I would review a game on here this week. So, here it is. One of my favorites. Probably my favorite game so far. On Xbox and any other. Well, I know you can't beat a classic. So, But it's Alan Wake. It's a psychological action thriller. And probably one of the best I've ever seen. Now, in this, you play a writer who's got writer's block. Has for a few years. Well, his wife, hoping to help him clear his head, takes him on vacation to Bright Falls. See? Bright Falls. Well, he arrives there. It looks like a nice town. Has lots of nice people. And you're thinking, hey, you know what? This is going to be a great vacation for him. Well, no sooner than when he arrives does stuff happen. His wife goes missing. So he wakes up in the car with blood on his forehead because he's hit his head. He's missing 3 weeks out of his life, where you have no idea what happened. So, and his wife is missing. So he has to go hunt for his wife. He teams up with the sheriff, who is an independent, strong woman. She's a lot like her father, as you'll get that when she talks about him. And there's just other stuff on here, like you got Night Springs, and it's like their take on the Twilight Zone, and so he does that. He meets a lot of people there that can help him. He's got his writer friend that comes, his publisher friend comes and helps him, and then and if y'all haven't played this, I'd recommend it because it's a great game from Remedy Studios or Remedy Entertainment, whatever they want to be called. And, if you have played it, there's another game, a standalone game called Alan Wake. But this time it takes place in Night Springs, the show that he talks about, that you hear about in the game. So, and I've heard that they're making another game. Can't wait for that. And in my personality, I give this 8 stars because it's great. Could there be room for more improvement? Yes. And the thing with the Alan Wake American Horror Story, that's what it's called, Alan Wake American Horror Story. There's a game called there's a little thing called Fight Till Dawn, where all you got is a gun and a flashlight. You have to pick up ammo and you have to survive till light comes. It's a pulse pounding, heart beating, action packed thing. Right from the beginning till the end, where you have to fight to survive and all. So, whereas Alan Wake was Stephen King and Lost, Alan Wake American Horror Story is George A. Romero's and Dusk Till Dawn. So, or Quentin Tarantino and Dusk Till Dawn, whatever. But those are great games. I'm kind of fond more of the first one, Alan Wake, because it's a longer storyline. I thought American Horror Story was too short, but it was a great game. Now, on to wrestling. Brock Lesnar's back in wrestling, back on Raw. It's agitating me. Not only, well, he hurt John Cena. They had that epic battle and all, but he broke Triple H's arm. I heard the snap. I don't know if it was sound effects or what, but I'm pretty sure his arm was broken. Well, that happened. You've got CM Punk who faced Lord Tensai, and he lost. He was in a handicap match, and the only reason was because he made fun of John Laurinaitis, and John Laurinaitis didn't like it, and all. So he's got this thing going called people power. I mean, people power, and all it really is he's got the power, and he's trying to mess with all of our favorite wrestlers. There's no people power in it. All it is John Laurinaitis' power, and he feels like he can abuse it. Well, now you're watching the crunch right now. Well, my friend and partner in crime, Copperhead, debuted his weekly show Tuesday. So, if you haven't seen it yet, go and watch it. Well, other than that, they're also making a sequel to Avengers. They let it off great for a sequel. I was happy where they ended. That was great. They're also making another Mummy. Can't wait for that. And you've got you've got Tom Cruise, who's producing and starring in a reboot of Van Helsing. I don't. The guy's a great actor, but he's too full of himself. And I just hope he doesn't mess up Van Helsing. Van Helsing's one of my favorite movies. What is one of my favorite vampire killers. So that. Well, there's a bunch of stuff that's coming out. Uh, Cameron, he said that he didn't want to do any more movies other than documentaries and Avatar movies. James Cameron said that, yeah. Well, that's his choice, Maybe that's a great move. Well, I want to thank you for watching The Crunch, my new weekly show. And like I said, go watch The Snake Pit. That's a great show. You should watch that. And I think me and my partner in crime are having a little friendly competition. See who can have the best weekly show. So, And and not to mention, they're making an Iron Man movie. They've got a villain. They haven't said who the villain is. They want to keep it hush hush. They're keeping it all on the down low and all. But, maybe we'll find out later. But it's one thing we know who it isn't is it's not the Mandarin, which is Iron Man's arch nemesis. Now, if you're upset about the Mandarin not being there, leave a comment underneath this video. Or if you have any ideas on who you think should be the villain for should be the villain for Iron Man in the next Iron Man movie, let me know. So, that's that. That's all I have today and all, but I do have some surprises coming up, special under top secret confidential projects coming up on this weekly show. Things I might review, other games and all, but you will not be disappointed. At least I hope you won't. You know, this is all about y'all. This is having fun. You let me know maybe y'all can let me know what one of my top subjects on one of my shows can be. Just leave the comments underneath. I'll be checking back daily. You can leave things on Twitter, on our Twitter page. That's headtoyourtoes too. You could leave suggestions on what you think I should put on my weekly show. Or leave Facebook suggestions on what you think I should comment about, talk about in my show. Whether it be entertainment or reviews on games or stuff. Maybe I'll have a special theme show. You never know. But until then, this is Sprinkle Toes. You have just watched The Crunch. Peace!